Welcome back to Singapore Changi Airport. We had a really early flight from Denpasar, Bali, back to Singapore to make a connection to eventually go back to London. But ironically, it wasn't as easy as it seemed, because we were meant to actually land in Terminal 3, where we are departing from, but we ended up landing in Terminal 2, which means we now have to transit via the SkyTrain to get to our departure gate in Terminal 3. So it's a bit tight, but to be honest, we have like an hour and 20 minutes before we're set to board. So not really that deep. Try not to get too stressed over it, but we're here now. So all we can do is just wait for the SkyTrain. Okay, so just a little update on our flight. We were meant to be boarding the plane to depart at 12:40. The time is 1:45. As we were getting ready, we hear an announcement from one of the Singapore Airlines crew, and the announcement was not good, so we check our phones to see if it's true. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Can you see that? Can you see that? Oh, stupid face tracking. Alright, let me do this. Britain's Heathrow Airport closes Friday after substation fire caused significant power outage. I promise you this stuff is not scripted. What did you say? There was a cyclone storm in Bali. Like dangerous winds, dangerous rain. It was raining this morning, almost flooding. We come here, it's raining. We make our transfer, we go to the gate. And now we can't even land in Heathrow. So we've got like 15 minutes until we get another update, and we'll see what happens then. Low key, it's a sign that we should have never left in the first place, but we'll see what happens.
The permission for these flights to operate and land at London Heathrow. At this moment, I think you all understand that there is a fire going on in London Heathrow, and it's causing airport closure over there. We are still discussing of the outcome, and honestly speaking, we are preparing for whatever scenario they are going to face for these flights. At this moment, I still don't have an update, but I promise I will provide another update by 1 p.m. Singapore time. On behalf of Singapore Airlines, I do apologize for this delay and this unforeseen last-minute disruption for this flight. Thank you.
Don't worry, Singapore, it's not your fault, it's fucking London, you know what I mean? Okay, so as of yet, still no update. We are promised to get another one in the next 15 minutes. But it's not looking good. It is not looking good at all. What's the thing? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. Anyway, next update coming in 15 minutes. Okay, so fresh and hot off the press, I've just got a message saying that our flight to Heathrow has now been cancelled. Funny thing is, you lot think I'm stressed. This is an ideal situation for me. Whoever said I wanted to come back to London in the first place? I didn't say that. So, although it is a negative situation, look, see the silver lining. I'm going to fucking Singapore. I'm going back to Singapore, baby. One more night, let's run it back. So, I believe they are rearranging hotels at the minute. You can see, sorry, my girlfriend's over there. She's just laughing to herself. But yeah, it's just been cancelled. And what can you do, man? These things happen, and I'd rather be stuck in Singapore than in any other country in the world. You guys know it's my favorite place I've ever been to. So it is what it is. Just deal with it. Let's get back in there though.
Everybody probably will be having a lot of questions what's going to happen next, and I'm sure there's a lot of anxiety as well among all of you. Let me just try to answer as many questions as possible, and I will just give you the information we have right up to date. Now, as all of you are aware, London Airport is closed due to a power outage. No flights are allowed to depart or land in London, at least minimally for the next 24 hours. The situation is extremely fluid. It's something that is developing, and as of now, our flights that departed yesterday evening from Singapore are now in the process of being diverted to other European points. They are going to Paris and Frankfurt, and these are flights that left yesterday evening. In fact, the flight that departed this morning at 9 a.m. will be returning to Singapore and will land in Singapore at 4:30 p.m. So as you can see, it is a very difficult day for everybody, especially for passengers trying to get to London. Now, some of you may be asking, can I go to Gatwick? Now, the answer is no, because all our flights to Gatwick are full, because Gatwick is also experiencing a lot of flights coming in, and all flights to Gatwick are full. For this evening's flights to London, those flights are closer for new bookings, because again, there is no certainty those flights leaving this evening for London will depart. So we would rather send you to the hotel where you can have your rest, you can plan the next course of action. But while doing so, Singapore Airlines will put you on the first available flight back to London once the airport reopens, and you will be able to receive that information via an SMS alert.
Okay, so just a little update from the last clip you saw. It was sort of pending cancellation, and the inevitable happened. The flight is now actually cancelled until Heathrow opens up. At this point, we don't really know when that is, but according to the articles, it's not really set to open for another 24 hours. We're sort of in the dark, but like I told you, silver lining to everything. It's not the worst place in the world to be stuck in, and the next available flight will be out here. Our hotel what was it called? Royal Plaza on Scots Road. If you don't know where that is, and you saw the last couple of Singapore vlogs, it's on Orchard Road. It was one of the nicest places because of the designer outlet, and that is in fact where I got my Gentle Monsters, so you already know this place is going to be high end. Everybody does seem to be in a bit of a stressful, frantic mood, but to be honest, just roll with it. It is what it is. The only problem is how we go about coming back to London, when that will be. So a really good point that my girlfriend made was, this is one of the better airlines to be stuck in this predicament with, because truly I do believe that they do take care of you. So what's going to happen now is we're just going to fill out a couple of details so that they can message us whenever the flight becomes available, and then we just run the whole process again. But for now, let's actually get out of the airport, get our bags, get in a cab. So we just pulled up to the hotel. The queues are super long for check-in, as expected. It was most likely a full flight on the way back to London, and obviously they all put us in the same hotel, the same sort of taxi services as well, so the lines to get in were manic. Now that we're settled in though, we'll see how long it takes for us to fully get settled and checked in. But I mean, no complaints so far. It's a very nice hotel. I think it's 4 or 5 stars. So, again, next to the designer outlet here in Singapore. So, think we live in Lodge. Live in Lodge.